Zubair is a startup founder who left the corporate life in search of greener pastures. Give it up for Zubair.
Good fortune, the fact is, the more that you practice, the harder you sweat, the luckier you get. Ideas, we have had them since Eve deceived Adam. But take it from me, execution's the key. A few years ago, I was harboring few business ideas and walking around in bookstores when I picked up the book which had this poem. I'll talk about this book and how it had a profound impact in my life. I reluctantly picked up the book. I mean, take a look at the title. It's cheesy and it's corny. I questioned my dignity for picking up a book with such title. And frankly, I felt embarrassed to be seen having this book in my hand on the streets. And I have good taste in books. Here's a glimpse of my library, and I have an outstanding collection of books in the fields of entrepreneurship, history, politics, and mathematics. I was reluctant to put How to Get Rich next to my Guns Johnson Steel and a visit from the Goon Squad. But the more I stood there flipping pages, the more enamored I became. There was something deeply authentic about what I was reading. Dennis, the author, was looking at me with an amusing stare in his eyes from the front page of the book. Dennis made his worth publishing magazines, but he grew up a very poor person. In his 20s, he was evicted from house for not able to pay rent. From that point, he went on to become a millionaire. I was hooked. I wanted to learn his secret. Before I proceed, if you Google the title, How to Get Rich, you'll find there's another dude who wrote a book of the same title. Don't pick up this one. I believe the lessons from this book would be quite different. So first, what's not in the book? You'll not find easy steps, a guide to become rich, or no secret tricks, or shortcut to a map to a hidden treasure buried somewhere. Here's 4 things I'm going to share what I learned from the book. If you want to be rich, you must grow a carapace, that is a thick skin. Fear of failure. I'll skip the first part. Okay, the fear of failure is the biggest impediment to amassing wealth. People do not like to fail, much less to fail publicly. But you need to get over it if you want to amass wealth. Starting a business inherently means taking risk. You give up your salary and most likely your sanity to embark on such madness. But taking risk is the ability that differentiates the rich from the poor. And finally, you need to have an interest in what you're doing, be reasonably confident and competent in what you are trying to do, and you need a little bit of luck. But luck comes to those who are prepared and take action when the opportunity arises. There he is on the right, Dennis, selling magazines on the streets of London. This is how he started his career. Reading the book made me bold and confident. It gave me the courage to stay the course when giving up was the most attractive option. You'll notice that his lessons are not just strictly confined to starting a business. Being fearless, taking risk, and ignoring negativity is something that can be applied in whatever we do. Some of us are trying to become a musician or break into Broadway. Some of us are working to become a doctor or become a firefighter and save lives, or just trying to be the best person we can be. The lessons apply all the same. We all have dreams. Sadly, we put them off because life gets in the way, and that's where the book gave me a wake-up call. The single biggest lesson I took away is to start. We all know the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. Life is short, and there's little time to waste. I had to take my first step. Being inspired from the book, I left my cushy corporate job and plunged into the deep unknown. It's not easy, and I do not recommend this for everyone. But I found myself, something interesting happened when I did this. I found myself making time and effort for doing things that I've been putting off for many years, such as I learned a new language, I learned martial arts, started 2 businesses, and here speaking at Ignite, which would have been unthinkable to my younger self. The first step, just do it and bluff your way through it. Remember to duck, Godspeed, and good luck. This is how that poem ended, which I started with. So, thank you, everyone.